Hey everyone, welcome back to Mr. Holland's Classroom. Where today we are working on Chapter 12, Lesson 3 here in My Math. We're at the end of our math books here. We're learning about our solid shapes. Now, Lesson 1, we learned about spheres and cubes. You know, the ones that look like balls and boxes. And then in the last lesson, we learned about cylinders and cones. So cylinders like pop cans and cones, like ice cream cones. So today we're going to be talking about comparing solid shapes. So we've done this with flat shapes, squares, triangles, circles. We've talked about how do we know which one is which. That's what we're going to do here today with these solid shapes. So let's just take a look and see what we have. So um, see, look at we're already talking about this. Name these shapes. This looks like a cone. Yes, just like an ice cream cone. You think about it, ice cream cone. You know what that is? It holds the ice cream. That's what that is. This is the funny name sphere, not fear, sphere. I know it sounds very funny. It starts with an S, sphere. And then this is a cylinder. Say cylinder. Good. And this is the can looking one. Cans are shaped like cylinders. Um, and then it says make a pattern using 2 or 3 of these shapes. I don't even know if they have, yeah, they don't have the tools for that. So, um, anyway, so how can we compare the solid shapes? Well, we could look at like kind of like what we did the flat shapes, how we see how many sides and vertices that they have. Um, these we can actually add an extra component to that because as we talked about in the other lessons, some of them have flat faces and some of them have round sides. So let's take a look at comparing these things. So says write, roll, slide, or stack. So those are some of the things that we can actually do with these. So for instance, I have my trusty board here, and what I can do with this is we can test to see if they roll, slide, or stack. So let's start with that cube. It's the first one. It's the blue one. Cube. Does it slide or roll? I should say. Let's push it. No, it just stops. It just stops. So I wouldn't say it rolls, doesn't roll. Let's try the cone. Okay, doesn't roll that way, but if I do this, it rolls this way. So it rolls when it's laying down like this, so it can roll. So I would say that. Sphere. Ooh, yep, it rolls. You could roll this all day long because it's round all the way around. And then the cylinder, it doesn't roll that way, but it does roll that way. Okay, so now I'm dropping them everywhere. So we know that if they have a round side to them, they can roll, but if they have faces, then they can sit on them. So that's for the rolling. This is the only one that doesn't roll, which is ironic because when you use dice in a game, you say roll the dice, but they don't continue to roll. They always stop because they have faces. So um, now it says slide. Do they slide? So if I put them on an incline like this, will they slide? Well, let's see. Not really. Uh, I don't think that one slides. This one, really, it just rolls. So I'm not sure about that. Does this slide? Yeah, I guess these ones with the faces, they could slide if you tip it far enough, they'll all slide off. So I guess it just depends. So they could slide, yes. Now the last one is stack. So stacking means putting them on top of one another. So this might be interesting. Do we think this is going to stack with anything? Yeah, probably not. So let's see if I can put it on top. That didn't stay. That didn't stay either. So it won't stack on top. And Won't stack on the bottom either. So spheres, no. Cubes, I would say yes, because we use cube blocks all the time. Blocks can stack. Um, it stacks from the bottom and from the top. So actually the cylinder also does stack as long as we're not laying it down like this, because if you do it like this, it'll fall. But if you lay it on a face, as long as it has a face on the bottom and the top, it has the ability to stack. But does the cone stack? Well, not like this. It falls off. But if you stack it on its face, sure. But then that's really the only way it could stack, because you can't stack like that either. So it kind of stacks, sure. The cone, as long as it's on a face, the face can stack. So if we look, yeah, that's what we said. The sphere, it only rolls because it doesn't have any flat sides to keep it anywhere. Um, but the ones that have these round edges, these three, they roll, and then the ones that have the faces, they can slide. But they said that the cone doesn't stack, and technically that's true. I mean, you could put it on top of something, but you can't stack something on top of it. So yeah. But the ones that have faces on both the top and bottom, the cylinder and the cube, yes, they can. We spent a lot of time with that, but those are very important details when we're talking about flat shapes, because it also goes into how many faces they have, how many vertices they have, and as well as the edges. So circle each object that stacks. Ooh, okay, so we've already determined this, haven't we? See if I can pick a circle. No, maybe not. Nope. Okay. I'll just have to draw it. All right. So stacks, meaning that it can stack on the bottom and on the top. Well, we said if it has two faces. This one doesn't. This one has a face on the bottom of the top, so you can stack those. This has a face on the bottom, but not the top, so not that one. And then this is yeah, this one, like the drum, we can do that one. You could stack cans. Uh Crates, you can also stack crates. Oranges, you cannot stack. So no, we're not gonna do that. Very good. Wait a minute. Never mind. All right. So now we're on this page and they're saying compare a solid shape. So you obviously won't have like these kind of blocks at home, but you could still find these shapes. Find a can of soup or pop. Find an ice cream cone or a party hat. Or you can even make a party hat using paper. Um, Cube. Find a box, tissue box. Find a ball. So those are all there. Find those. You can use them to compare and do all those things. And then on this page, they're talking about those three aspects: roll, stack, slide. So you see how the dog's moving. They want to know which of those shapes can do that. So this dog rolling, which of these can roll? Remember, actually, all three of them can roll, because this has a rounded part, this is round all the way around, and this has a rounded side as well. Stacking, these both can stack. This can stack on top of it, and this can stack on top. And then slide, these all slide because they have a flat face. So all of these slide as well. So number 4, they want us to see, can they stack? Well, we know this one can stack because got the cans there. This one stack, yeah, that's the other one that stacks, but we know this one does not. How about the ball? Does the ball? So identify the shape. So this is a sphere. Um, can it stack? Wait a minute. This can't stack at all. So it says identify the shape of the first object in the row. Well, yeah, we know that, and it rolls, but these ones don't roll. These ones stack, but we already know these ones can stack, and this one can't. Interesting why they would ask that question. Not quite sure. But anyway, you have to really read those instructions. That's the whole point of that. All right. So then this is a cube. Yes. I know everyone wants to say box because it is a shape of a box, but it's a cube. And the arrow, it looks like it's pointing that way. So it's indicating it can slide. So we need to know what else can slide. I'm not going to give you that answer because this is your side. But remember, you can always go back to this page And just for reference, see, oh, these are the ones that roll, these are the ones that stack, these are the ones that slide. So, which of these can slide? Remember the flat faces. And then this one, does it roll? Which of these roll? All right. And then number 8 says draw an object that would roll as a cylinder rolls. Object. What is the shape of a cylinder? What other things can we think of? We've said pop cans, we've said soup cans. What else can roll? And then 9, draw something else that can stack. What do you stack at home? Are there different things that you can stack? Draw those on there. All right, so we have all these, and your homework, same thing. Make sure you listen to the directions, read the directions, and then circle the ones that apply. And that's it for this lesson. I'll catch you in the next one. Bye, everyone.